How's everyone doing out there in the chat? Yay! Oh, I forgot one very important thing because I have a dragon birthday poem. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. So I know, so funny. Happy birthday to me. Woot! It is the dragon birthday. January 19th is, to me, a special day, not just because I was born on that day. It is the day that the sun moves from Capricorn to Aquarius. So happy birthday to all my Aquarius folks out there, because the sun is actually in your sign now. It actually transferred over at about 3:30, 3:40 p.m. Eastern time. And so, yeah, because I am right on the very, very corner end of Capricorn. I'm barely a Capricorn. I just made it. Because if I'd been born just a little later, I would have been an Aquarius, because the sun has now moved into Aquarius. I love the Aquarius energy. I am a rising sign Aquarius. My part of fortune, which is a mathematical combination of your sun, moon, and rising, is also in Aquarius on my rising. So I'm very strongly aligned with the Aquarian energies. So I love it both, Capricorn and Aquarius. Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all are awesome. I have some gifts I'm going to open that a couple of my wonderful subscribers out there. Oh, yay, Gwen. She'll be happy to hear that. Yeah, I definitely, yes, I am a cusp baby. Absolutely, Silver Star. Yeah, I'm a Capricornius. The best of both worlds of Capricorn and Aquarius. So yeah, cuspy people were interesting folks. And I will say that one of the most common misconceptions about cusp people. Oh, thank you, Dragon Queen. Yeah. Thanks, Colin. I appreciate that extra blessing. Colin already sent me a PayPal donation, which I really appreciate. Everybody that has sent me birthday wishes or text or contributions or gifts, whatever you've sent my way, thank you so much. Y'all have definitely made my year a heck of a lot better and a heck of a lot easier to get through, because this last year, she was a bear. She was like a big grizzly bear. Yeah, last year at this time. Oh, I like the way you spell fiance, Silver Star. That's adorable. Yeah, Pisces, Aries. Uh-huh. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So, last year at this same time, I was in Las Vegas with my best friend Natrina. We were out there in Las Vegas, and I was actually, I think, yeah, we would have been having the buffet at the Bellagio. I think that's what we were doing. I had like a big plate of like all the different little mini desserts. Yeah, that's what I was doing last year on my birthday. And let me tell you, it was intense, because then the next day on the 20th, I was coming back home, and at the same time, the exact same time, my 13-year-old bunny, Bunsen, passed away. Day after my birthday, I get off of the plane and I come home, and she had passed, and it was intense. It was intense. It was rough. It was like I went from like the super happy day to like just so sad. Oh my God, I was just crushed. I held her little adorable body for hours and just, oh my God, just cried my eyes out. Um, and so that was just, whoa, it was an intense birthday. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Silver Star. Y'all are so sweet and kind. Um, but the really cool thing, the cool story about Miss Bunsen is I know this is kind of like maybe me just wishful thinking, maybe. I don't know, but I really don't feel like it is, because then I got new bunnies, and I swear to goodness, it was like her little spirit just reincarnated right back to me. And so it was like, it really is like I've had a really magical experience with my rabbit. I have always joked that Bunsen was my soul bunny. And, you know, I had her 13 years, which is a long time for a bunny to live. And I would always tell her, when you pass on, Bunsen, you gotta come back to your mommy, or you gotta send me to the right bunny. And I think she did it, because I feel like she came right back. So I will say that's one of the things I have been most grateful for this year, is that I feel like my little Bunsen, she reincarnated. She just slipped out of her old body into a fresh new one, and now she's jumping around again. That's how it feels. Yep. And that was a big one though. That was huge. I mean, it was like the very day after my birthday that happens. I'm like, ah. But yeah, that was the way. That was my birthday last year. This one's been a lot more calm. This one's been a lot more calm, I'm telling you what. Yeah, I was born at 8:09 a.m. Eastern Time on January 19th, 1977. That was my birthday. Thanks, Francisco. It is, no, you're not early. This is my birthday. You're right on time. You're right on time, buddy. So yeah, really interesting the way that comes about. But January 19th is also the same birthday as some of my favorite crazy folks. Dolly Parton was born on January 19th, so she's one of my birthday sisters. She's still going strong. She's awesome. She is just an amazing lady. I love her. Love her so much. But I'm born on the same day as her. Another person, another birthday sister of mine is Janis Joplin. She was also born on January 19th. I wish she was still around, dear goodness. Such an amazing spirit. My gosh, when you listen to her sing. Oh, my Janis Joplin. So yeah, she's another one of my January 19th folks. And another wild January 19th person was Edgar Allan Poe. It is also his birthday today. He was also a famous January 19th person. So definitely I am born on a day of interesting people. I think I'm a little bit of all of them. Because I'm musical, I sing, I'm a little dark, and I like ravens and birds like, you know, old Ed. And he was from Baltimore, where my mom is from, which is very interesting as well. So I love my birthday. I do. It to me is a very cool day. 19 is an interesting day as well, because on those life path numbers, it encompasses the 1 and the 9. So it's really like the beginning and the end. So anybody out there that's born with a number 19, I tell you, thank you, Bonsai. Thanks for that, kitty cat. Yeah. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, David. And happy birthday to David and Krista. Their birthdays were the 17th and 18th. So, yeah. Oh, you're from Baltimore, David. Yeah, it's a tough place. That's where my mom, you know, grew up. That's where she, you know, spent all of her you know, yeah, it's where she was born, grew up, till she moved to Atlanta. Yeah. Yep, yep. No, Baltimore is a unique place. Yeah, thank you, Lightseeker. Thanks, Eric. Aw, appreciate you. Let's light a little sweetgrass. I actually did this morning, right around my same birthday time, and just asking for good blessings for the year ahead, and because it really is, that solar return is like, you know, your new year. So anyone, you know, if you book a personal reading with me and you want to know about what's going on with you for your birthday ahead or your current year, you get a solar return chart every time you have a birthday. And it's basically like saying, what would your chart look like if you were born again this year at this time, right? That's what it's all about. So this is my current solar return. This is the one that I have for my year ahead. So of course you're looking at where the sun returns, because it's coming back to that 29 degrees of Capricorn, right? And so, yeah, it's for me, like, I look at this and I'm like, wow, my third and fourth house are really, really strong this year. So it's going to be all about home, roots, where I'm living, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, whenever you, if any of you book, personal reading, just let me know if you want a solar return chart, and I'll do it for you. Just know where you were on your birthday, because that's a thing too. Like where you are physically on your solar return will change your chart around a little bit. Oh, David, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I know what it's like to deal with that, to work through. And funny enough, my mom being from Baltimore, she knows about that too. Her father was an alcoholic. Um, of course, he's no longer with us, but yeah. Yeah, and sometimes that's the way it works, with that kind of thing. Sometimes it has to hit whatever your personal bottom is, before things can really start to change. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I know. I know. Baltimore is a tough city. I tell people that and they don't quite understand unless they've lived there, been there, or know the history of the place. No, it's always been that way too. There's a lot of crime, unfortunately. It's sad because it's a really great city in so many ways. Oh, Yu, thank you so much, sweetheart. Yes, like a small Chicago. It is a little bit that way. My mom, I mean, she said it was like that always. It's always been like that. My grandfather, my mom's dad, yeah, he was attacked there. Several times when my parents were visiting up there, their cars were broken into. I mean, it's a real deal. Like you have to be very careful in Baltimore. Some neighborhoods are totally cool, and then some other streets, you had it's not easy to navigate it. Yeah. But oh, Lightseeker, thanks. Yeah, no, I don't doubt it, David. I absolutely know. Yeah, it is. It's not an easy place to be in a lot of respects. It's always been a bit of an intense place. Yeah, always been a bit of an intense place. Baltimore is a Gaelic name, you know that? It's an Irish name. And I have obviously a lot of Irish in my family line. A lot of Scottish too. I'm directly related to Thomas Jefferson. That was my mother's maiden name. That was her dad's name. And they traced him, all back to Thomas Jefferson. So we've got that weird, we got a weird connection there. Yeah, a lot of Irish, but Baltimore, it's Baltimore is the Gaelic. It means land of the big house, and that's why there's a lot of Irish folks. Baltimore is huge with Irish folks. For 7 an hour nap. Yeah, we're talking about time. He calls it Baltimore. That's right. I saw one of the funniest posts on Twitter, guys, a little while back. It was so funny. There was this gal talking about how, like, like when she wants to distract her husband, or just, like if she's got something to do, like take a nap or get something done, she'll just put sports on, and like he'll just get distracted and then she can go do whatever she wants. And she said it's the same for me with like crime shows or murder shows. And she said whenever my son wants to distract me, he just puts he puts on a crime show and tells her relax and watch a murder show. Like, how do they know me? Like, yeah, relax and watch a murder show. Why does that work? Why does that work? Aw, thank you so much, Bonsai. Get Bunsen some good greens. Aw, I will. I will. That little sweetie deserves good greens. And the best part is when you get good greens for the bunny, you get to partake of those yourself. Rabbits will make you eat a better diet. They really will. So here's something really funny, and this is something to share with y'all. This is a little piece of my history here. This book, I don't know if you can still get this. You can tell it's quite worn, the dust cover. The New Kid on the Block. Jack Prelutsky was the name of this guy. And when I was a little dragon, I was a really little dragon, my Uncle Pat, that would be my dad's older brother, who is sadly no longer with us either, he bought this book for me for Christmas, 1986. Aw. And I loved to read. I would say that my Uncle Patrick, he knew me very well. Like, he was one of the few people. Everyone else be buying me all these toys and silly stuff, but he would buy me books. And I was a book reader, so I was always so happy to get books. But this book is hilarious. It's full of like funny, crazy, weird poems. It's really good. I was looking through this the other day and I was like, oh man, I remember this so well. But the best poem, funny enough, I mean, this is way before I was ever into, understanding anything about astrology, but the last poem of the book is Happy Birthday, Dear Dragon. And look at the picture of the dragon with the cake. I love this so much. Oh my goodness. So, I'm gonna read you the dragon birthday poem, y'all. This is so good. Alright, so here we go. There were rumbles of strange jubilation in a dark subterranean lair, for the dragon was having a birthday and his colleagues were gathering there. Hurrah! Groaned the trolls and the ogres as they pelted each other with stones. Hurrah! Shrieked a sphinx and a griffin, and the skeletons rattled their bones. Hurrah! Screamed the queen of the demons. Hurrah! Boomed a giant. Rejoice! Hurrah! Piped a tiny hobgoblin in an almost inaudible voice. Hurrah! Cackled rapturous witches. Hurrah! Hissed a basilisk too. Then they howled in cacophonous chorus. Happy birthday, dear dragon, to you. They whistled, they squawked, they applauded as they gleefully brought forth the cake. Oh, thank you, the dragon thundered with pleasure in a bass that made every ear ache. Or is it bass? It's the bass. He dropped the bass. Then puffing his chest to the fullest and taking deliberate aim, the dragon huffed once at the candles, and the candles all burst into flame. So that is this old book from 1986 that my Uncle Patrick gave me, and the last poem in the book was a Happy Birthday Dragon poem, way before I ever knew I was a dragon, which I think that's really adorable. So y'all, my ancestors, thank you for that. Hey, Ms. Mindful. Hey, my darlings. Love you guys. Oh my goodness. So let's see what we've got. You've all been very sweet to me. Hey, God's anointed daughter. Yeah, so, ooh, there's something rattling in here. I've got a few gifts that were sent to me from a few of my folks. This one, I don't know who it's from. Hey, LaShonda. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. You're not alone, David. Hey, Ollie. So let's see what we've got in here. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Pearlina, dragon cultured pearl. Oh, okay. Oh, this is from Ms. Mindful. Happy birthday. This is to remind you of the pearl of wisdom and joy you give the world, from Jules, Ms. Mindful. Thank you, sweetie. So here's what she gave me. And it's a little dragon. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so excited to do this. Oh my gosh. Each pearl remains in the shell to be opened. Ooh, so it's like it has like a specific pearl in there. Oh my gosh. So like depending on what color is in it is what it's gonna bring you. Oh my gosh, should I do it now? Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh, okay. This is so neat. I've never seen anything quite like this. You and your special pearl. Ooh. each color. Oh my gosh. So you don't know what color you're gonna get till you open it. Oh! And then you put it in the dragon pendant. Oh my gosh. This is cool. This is so much fun. This is like an interactive gift. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I didn't do gifty stuff last year. I didn't get gifts last year. No. Only the ones I bought myself. Alright, so let's see what we've got. So each color has a different meaning, and you don't know which color you get till you pop this little... It's in water? Oh my gosh! Like, it's still in there! I have to do this in the kitchen or the bathroom, otherwise the sweater will go everywhere. So this pearl is actually still in... Oh, it's still in the shell. Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay, so it says, do not eat. I don't plan on eating it. Just drink it to really get the power. Yeah, it's still, like, see? The shell is in there, y'all. The shell is in there. Oh my god. Okay, I want to do it on camera, so let me get a towel. Let me just get a towel and it'll all be good. Okay. Alright, so we got the towel. And we're just gonna open this baby. Oh my god, this is the coolest gift. This is so unique. Makes sense, right? Ms. Mindful is an Aquarius. Y'all giving unique. You don't do weird. You gotta do weird. You gotta do something really different. Alright, so here we go. Here it is. Here is our little mollusk. And we're gonna, it gives you a little stick to pry him open. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. So that's the really cool part about this. They don't even know. Like, they don't even know what color it's gonna be, because they just put it in there. And they have no idea what it's... Oh my gosh, this is like for real. This is like seafood realness. I feel like I'm down by the... Oh, there it is. And it popped out and rolled over. Ooh, it's a shiny. Look at that. So it's in there. Oh my god. And then it's I guess, I don't know if this white or cream. It's kind of a creamy white. I don't really know which one to say. White is for wisdom and cream is for success. So I'm going to say wisdom and success. And then somehow or another you put it in the dragon. I don't know how you do that part. Let's see. We've got to look at the instructions. Oh, okay. Take out the pearl. Open the pendant. Where do you open the pendant? There's got to be a snap on there. Let's see, I see a hinge. I do. I see it. Not sure how to open it yet. I think, let's see. With my powers of deduction. Alright, so I'm supposed to make a wish as I put this thing in, so I know what I'm wishing for. Yay, and there it is. Look at that. So then you wear your little dragon. You put the chain back on. And there it is. And so be it. Thank you, Ms. Mindful. That was is so sweet and awesome and really, really cool. I'm totally going to be wearing this year and beyond. It's so pretty. That is just cool. That is just really cool. I think everybody's going to want one of these now. Thank you to my little Aquarian queen out there. Hey Nancy, good to see y'all. Good to see you. So and then you just put your mollusk back in the can. Put your shell back in the can. Wow. That was super nifty. I've never experienced anything quite like that. All right. Wow. Didn't expect it. That was totally interactive and awesome. All right. So next up, I know I got, hey, thank you, Nancy. I don't know where Jacqueline is. She might be asleep. I know she has been working so hard, guys. She needs some scorpion love. She does. Hey, Dragon Emperor. Good to see you. So I am opening a gift that Jacqueline sent me from her little scorpion lair. Ooh. Oh, she got me something deep. Culture the New Capitalism. She knows me too well. I try not to get political on this channel, but you know. Oh yeah. Don't even get me started. We're going to be reading this one. You're going to be reading this one. We were talking about this the other day. So yeah. This is a little light reading from Miss Jacqueline. Thank you so much, honey. Whenever you watch this, I really appreciate it. And there's something else in here too. This is another one from Jacqueline. Oh my goodness. Oh. She got me a big fluffy stuffed dragon. Oh my god. This is definitely gonna be, oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow, now we have a new dragon on the block. Oh my goodness. Yep. Oh, thank you so much, Jacqueline. This is beautiful. He's really awesome. Yep. Snout. He's like, I'm hungry. It was a long trip. Well, Mr. Dragon, I do have a bottle of hot sauce here for you. Though you're pretty hot already, so. So let me tell you, yes, okay, so, and he matches. Look, he matches the stones I'm wearing. That really works, doesn't it? He's really with it. Now I really am the mother of dragons. Holy cow. I have 3 too. Look at this. I have 3 stuffed dragons here. I'm ready to join the Targaryen clan right here with my dragons. I got 3 of them. Wait till they grow up. Just wait till they grow up and get bigger. Everybody's gonna be in trouble. Oh my gosh. So as you may wonder why I have a bottle of Texas Pete hot sauce sitting on my table. I should start doing hot sauce readings. I think that would be really super fun. Anyway, this is what I'm going to be cooking for myself tonight. I'm not going out to eat. I am definitely staying in, being safe. And I am fixing a shrimp etouffee for the first time. I have not done this before, so I'm very, very excited. Yeah, that's what I am going to go cook for myself in just a little bit. I am having a Mardi Gras birthday. I'm having a New Orleans birthday party, and I don't care that it's early. I am cooking up a shrimp etouffee. Etouffee is a Cajun dish. So it's funny. I've been telling people about etouffee, and there were some people that were like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Cajun cooking. It's very spicy and delicious, and I really like it with crawfish, but if you can't get crawfish, shrimp work well too." Um, because it is a New Orleans treat. And that's why it has etouffee is a French word that basically means smothered, because you're smothering your rice with this sauce that it makes. And it has our beautiful holy trinity of onion, celery, and bell pepper, as garlic, thyme, tomato, has the Cajun seasoning, which has a lot of cayenne pepper. That's where it gets a lot of its heat. It has lemon, uh, chicken or veggie stock. And so you make this really nice roux, which is the sauce, and chop up some fresh parsley and green onion, throw that on the top of it. It's really yummy. Don't overcook shrimp. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I agree. Shrimp is one of those things you cook it very, very quick, and then you take it right off of the stove. Yeah. I'm not much for spice. Yeah, you can adjust the spice, Gwen, if you want to. Yeah, Light Seeker, I know. See, my dad, like, he spent a little time. He lived in New Orleans for a little while when he was a kid, and he was so funny. He said, I was just hanging out, and I'm like this skinny little, very skinny. He was very skinny kid, skinny little white kid running around New Orleans, and he said, everybody would kind of say, come on in here, we're gonna feed you. And he loved it there, and he loved the food there. So yeah. No, this is one of my favorites. It's delicious. It's one of the spiciest dishes that I actually like. But you can adjust the heat. It's really about how much cayenne you put in there. If you don't put much cayenne or very little, it's not going to be as, like, hit you in the head. It's just very flavorful. And the biggest thing is not to burn the butter. The biggest thing. That's what I've read everywhere. Yes. Oh, Dragon Emperor. Me too. I love it. There's actually a really, really good Cajun restaurant that's here, but it's a long drive away. So I'm like, no, I gotta learn how to cook this because I want to eat it. That's been one of my big things with the pandemic action is just really learning how to cook all the foods that I like. Yeah, I can handle some spicy too. I really can. Yeah. It's both like spicy and flavorful spicy. It's one, Colin, it's in Ackworth. It's what's his name? Dang, why can't I remember the name? Chef Henry's Cajun Kitchen or something like that. Yeah, I know, Lightseeker. It's been a bummer. It's been such a bummer. This is a big dragon, too. This is a big dragon. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a very good one. They're solid. They're a really good one. Yep. Yeah, that, like, Ackworth area. It's past Woodstock. It's actually not that far from Woodstock here. Yeah. Hey there, Fry King. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ooh, dragon's rolling over. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for sharing the day with me and just making it a lot brighter. I tell you, it's a little bit funny. I definitely will tell you that my birthdays are kind of always a little bit of a bummer. They're always a little bit of a low ebb, and the reason for that is because I was born with my sun in the 12th house of the chart, and the 12th house is the Pisces house, and so it can be a little melancholy, it can be a little bit down, and I would say that, like, on a personal level, whenever your sun sign is moving through your 12th house of your chart, your energy is always going to be a little lower, you're going to be more sensitive, a little more melancholy, all of that kind of thing. And so that's why for me, like my birthday is always kind of like, you know, because I'm coming to the end of that 12th house transit. And I say by the beginning of February, that's when I'm just like, the energy comes way back up. Because that's when the sun transits across the rising and into the first house. And when that happens for you, your energy improves greatly, greatly. So yes, it's an interesting thing. Like my actual birthday is usually kind of low ebb, and then like afterwards, like the week or two after, that's when I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling like new energy coming around, because it literally astrologically that is. And so the way that you can find out for yourself personally when you have your 12th house transit is just by looking at your personal natal chart, and then look at the sign that rules, or two signs, usually sometimes you have two, that rule that 12th house. For me, it's Capricorn. So that's why every year, you know, my birthday, that's when I have my 12th house. Yeah. Whatever sign rules your 12th house cusp, that's when you know you're going to have that 12th house transit. And that's usually a month where, you know, it's a little bit harder energy. Yeah. No. My sun sign, not my son. I have two bunny sons, though. I have two rabbit sons. I have two bunny boys. Those are my furry kids. My fluffy ones in there. My little Petey, who's almost 14 years old. I got a teenage bun, but he's really like an old man. Oh my goodness. It's the truth. It's the 12th house of Pisces. Yeah. Yeah. All right, my darlings. Well, I'm going to jump on out of here. I'm going to get going. I don't know. Maybe I should pull some cards for myself. I don't know if I should. I've already done my like New Year's readings, which are a lot. Those are a lot of energy for sure. I'm the 19th. Today is my B-day, unless you're on a different coast or time zone. Unless you're on a different coast and time zone. Oh, the little bunnies should be wearing little birthday hats. Bunnies really don't mind you putting stuff on their heads. Another person that I say I have an honorary birthday with is David Lynch. He's born on January 20th, but he was still at 29 degrees of Capricorn on that day. So, you know, we may not have the exact same birthday, but we have the same solar degree. So he's an honorary dragon birthday person to me, is David Lynch. Which makes a lot of sense too. I got a lot of famous weirdos in my wheelhouse. I fit right in with my kind. I totally fit in with my kind. So let's see what we've got. I'm just gonna pull a good couple of cards here, just to see what my birthday is bringing through on the card level. I've already looked at my solar return. I'll definitely be back on Friday, guys, doing the our usual Fire Dragon Friday love readings. Yeah, Georgia dragons, a lot of dragons. Yeah, there's a lot of dragons. I definitely have some dragon brothers and sisters that are born in my same dragon cycle year. The fire dragon. We're getting ready for our Chinese Lunar New Year to change too. February 12th, I believe, or 14th. I can't remember which one it is. It's somewhere in there when we change from the year of the rat to the year of the ox. So that is going to be changing very soon as well. It's interesting, you know, to me, it's like we have our traditional New Year's Day, you know, on the 1st. But it's interesting to me, it's like we really have a whole lot of New Year celebrations, and a lot of those don't coincide with the actual beginning of the calendar year. That feels right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that card has been coming through so much. Oh my goodness. So these are the three I pulled for myself for my birthday as a security card. Oh my gosh. This has been a big card for the collective for this year ahead, is this security card. It's really about finding your grounding center, what makes you feel secure, safe, stable, and centered. And then we have release. Yeah, there's going to be some things I'm releasing this year. Absolutely. But then look at the success card. So I feel like this is good. This is like, you know, security, release, and success. So this is not bad. Not bad at all to pull. And then on the bottom, I've got the card of opportunity. So I'm all about the opportunities. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yes. So that's some good cards for me. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, wow. Ms. Mindful's a rat. No wonder I get along with you so well. Rats and dragons. We're both fire folks. Yeah, we're both fire people. Yeah, because the rat is akin to Sagittarius and the dragon is akin to Aries. The ox energy is like Capricorn. So we're stepping out of the Sagittarian rat energy and into the Capricorn ox energy. And that's why I think that this year is definitely about steady as she goes. It's about building things to last, because that is what the Capricorn ox energy is about. It may not be the fastest moving year because of that. It slows the energy down. It's like slow and steady wins the race. So I feel good about that in a lot of ways. It's not the most like optimal for my dragon energy, because dragon is Aries and that bumps up against that Capricorn, but I am a Capricorn, so it's gonna be fine. I don't feel bad at all about that ox energy coming through. The pig is like to Scorpio. The year of the pig in Chinese astrology is equivalent to Scorpio in the Western zodiac. That was the way that I finally really learned the Chinese sign order and really learned to remember them in order. Was I knew that they had equivalent Western signs, and so once I realized what those were, it started all making sense. Wood bunny, yes, I love the bunny. The year of the rabbit, that is the same as Pisces. So the rabbit year comes before the dragon year. Yeah. Yeah. Rabbit is Pisces, dragon is Aries, snake is Taurus, horse is Gemini, year of the sheep is Cancer, monkey is Leo, rooster is Virgo, dog is Libra, the pig is Scorpio, the rat is Sagittarius, the ox is Capricorn, and the tiger is Aquarius. Yeah. And they, it's the lunar archetypes in Chinese astrology. They do have differences. They're not just lockstep with the Western signs, but they do have a lot of qualities of the Western signs. Absolutely. So I would say, like, if you double up that energy, like my friend Natrina, she's a Libra and she's a dog year. And the dog is Libra energy. So it's like, doubled it up. Yeah. So like if you're a Scorpio pig, right, or a Virgo rooster, that energy is just really doubled up. Cancer year, yeah, I mean, it's water, light seeker. It's a very, yeah, because Cancer and Pisces get along, so that's nice. It's nice. It's very complimentary. I have, mine is a little tougher for me. There's no doubt about that. I'm used to that square because, I'm all that Capricorn, but then the dragon is Aries. And so it's like part of me can be very impatient, like that dragon Aries. I'm like, give it now. I want to do it now. I want to do it fast. But then the Capricorn's like, no, I can be patient. I can be patient. So it's like it's a little bit of a tug of war between those two sometimes. I can be very patient, but then also sometimes very impatient. All right, my darlings. Well, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know. More than you know. You make me feel Really loved and really appreciated, and it's important during these times. It really is, because otherwise I'd probably feel super, super alone out here. Because because I'm just hanging out at the house and I'm gonna go eat with my mom. And she got me a cake. I'm so excited. She got me a cake. Hair Raisin. Yeah, good to see you in the chat, hon. Good night, everybody. Evening. And I will be I'll report. Oh, Fry King. I think she probably got me the same kind of cake that I got her for her birthday, because it was so good. It's called a tuxedo cake, and it's a combination of both chocolate and vanilla. And oh my god, it's got like a layer of cream cheese in it. It's got a layer of like chocolate frosting in it. It's like everything you could want in one cake. It is so good. I would buy that cake for anyone, because it's amazing. Like that's the cake to buy. Yes, it is. It's incredible. I will eat my dinner first. Yeah, I'm very much in order. Like I have to have my savories before I have my sweets. Have you had one before, Dragon Emperor? Dragon's no cakes. We're like, yeah, we've had that before. Like, yeah, we've done that one. Thank you again, Silver Star and Colin. Thank you. Yeah, cake first, then dinner, then more cake. Well, it's a decent little loaf cake, so it's something that I get to enjoy for more than one day. That's the best part. I get to enjoy it for more than just tonight. I'll be having it for at least 3 nights. Oh, nice, Dragon Emperor. You are a cooking dragon and a baking dragon. That sounds incredible. Yeah. You're using your fire, right? Hey, Coco, babe. Good to see you, babe. Your birthday was on the 10th. Happy belated to you, Miss Capricorn. Yes. All our goats. All our awesome goats. It's a little bit sad to see Capricorn season come to an end, but we've just started Aquarius season now. So yeah, we're moving on up to the next sign. We'll definitely be talking a lot about Aquarius in the next month or so ahead. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, it feels like it went quick, didn't it? I feel like it did. I feel like it just went like so fast. Ooh, breakfast cake. You can make a healthy breakfast cake. I think a carrot cake, if you don't put a lot of sugar in it, can be very healthy. So we got carrots and pineapple, raisins if you want them, nuts. It's very healthy. The healthy cake. You can have it for breakfast. Just to get to the cake. I know. I know. We're probably going to be watching some more Bob Ross tonight. Me and my mom have got on a Bob Ross kick. We're gonna paint some happy little trees. And beat the devil out of that paintbrush. That's what we're gonna be doing tonight. Yes. And on my mom's birthday, we watched Nightmare Before Christmas. That was super fun. Ooh, yeah, zucchini blends great into desserts and breads and stuff, Silver Star. I know. Bob Ross was a Scorpio. He's awesome. Like, there's just something about his energy, isn't it? It's like he's just so good. Like, and me and my mom, it's funny, we were talking about that because I said, the reason that he connects is because there's no judgments, right? He's just like, you do what you want. As long as it makes you happy, that's the only rule. And, I said, that's how I kind of feel about astrology and tarot. It's like, what makes you happy, right? It's like, what makes you happy? What makes you feel good, right? What speaks to you? Don't worry about the rest. Yeah. Yeah. I like that, Dragon Emperor. I like that. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Well, that's, I think we were talking about the other night. It's funny because he was a master sergeant in the Air Force. He was in the military a very long time. He entered when he was 18 and he was in there for over, I think, 20 years or so. And he said, throughout the time that he was there, it's like he had to be mean. He had to be tough. He had to be harsh. He had to yell at people to, get out of bed and get themselves together. And, I mean, he was a sergeant, you know. And so when he quit, he started painting as a hobby, while he was in the military. And he was stationed in Alaska for about 12 years of that. And that's why a lot of his nature scenes are very Alaskan. So he said, when he got out of there, he didn't want to yell at anyone ever again. And so he purposely talked in that very soft voice. And it's interesting to me because of him being a Scorpio, it's like they can be such a sign of intensities, right? So it's like he went from one extreme kind of to the other. It's like he went from being this very tough, demanding, tough military guy to being this very gentle, soft-spoken artist, because it was like he's like, I'm done with that world. This is what I want to go do. I love that. I love that story. That's a Scorpio transformation story. Absolutely. Can you imagine him with the military haircut? No facial hair, no big fluffy fro. He was, yeah. He might have been too, Dragon, but I know that for sure he was in Alaska a long time of that. And so, he talks a lot about how it looked in Alaska. That's why he paints so many mountains and the pines and yeah. He totally transformed himself. Well, he was watching another guy that did that. Thank you, Transformation Queen. Yeah, he was watching another painter that did that like quick paint method, and he really liked that. And he started doing that, and he would paint for the tourist in Alaska. And that's how he kind of started. He started making more money doing his paintings than he was making at his military job. So he's like, maybe it's time to quit. And he was born in Florida, which is totally polar opposite. It was so funny on one of the Bob Ross, shows. He said, he was like, oh, my favorite uncle, Uncle Sam, he thought it would be funny to send me up to Alaska in the middle of the winter. So apparently when he first went into the military, they sent him up to Alaska like in the middle of January, and he was like from Florida. He'd like never seen snow before. And they send him all the way there. I'm like, that is so mean. But that to me is such a Scorpio story. It's such a Scorpio story. It's a life of extremes. Yes. Oh, y'all are so great. And I have to always say, like, I love that y'all are so cool with each other and supportive of each other in the chat too. Yeah, totally, Yu-Yi. Totally. But, they do stuff like that. We're gonna toughen you up. Send this Florida boy up to Alaska in the middle of snowstorms. Like, what the hell are you doing to me? Hey, Laura Z. Good to see you, babe. Oh my goodness. Whenever I see something like that, talking about Bob Ross, or just anyone that you enjoy their energy or their vibe, like for me, I have to go look at their chart, find out their astrology, find out their deal, and it's super fun to dig into that. I love doing that so much. It's super, super fun. Aw, yay! All right, all my wonderful dragon family and friends, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna put this hot sauce to good freaking use. I'm gonna make my etouffee, and enjoy it, and hopefully I do a good job. I've got my dragon claws crossed, that I don't burn my butter, don't burn the roux, because if I do that, I'm starting over again. I'm not gonna try to eat it burned. I'm gonna, if I mess that part up, I'm definitely gonna be fixing it. Toss it out and start again, because yeah. I know in Bob Ross's world we don't make mistakes, we have happy accidents, but in cooking you gotta eat it, so I want to get it right. It's all, yeah, it's about the heat regulation. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Bowie was a Capricorn. I think he had an Aquarius rising like I do, which also makes sense. And again, fellow strange Capricornian type peoples. Yeah. We're always a little different. We're always a little different. I loved something Bob Ross said the other day. He said, yeah, I'm definitely a little weird, because he was talking, he's like, I end up talking to the trees and the animals. He said, but I also have a lot more fun than most people. And that's how I feel too. It's like, yeah, I'm definitely different and weird, but I feel like I have more fun than most people too. I take a page out of Bob Ross's book on that one. It's fun to just be yourself. Fun to just be yourself. Oh yes, that's right, Dragon Emperor. Yeah, very Capricornius. A lot of Capricorn, a lot in Aquarius. Well, I would say that that's, Capricorn and Aquarius tend to be kind of androgynous, back and forth. Annie Lennox is another Capricorn musician, who really had that androgynous look. Is very typical Capricorn, very much. Like because Capricorn is a feminine sign, but Saturn is very masculine. So it's, yeah. Me too, Bonsai. Me too. And you know why? The Hydrox was definitely better than Oreo. I think Oreo may have been forced to remove the hydrogenated oil out of their cookies, but see, back in the day, Hydrox, the Sunshine brand, they were the only one that didn't put the hydrogenated oils into their baked goods. So they were always like the healthier cookie, even though it's still a cookie. But it was better for you. It's definitely better for you than the Oreo. Yeah. That's why a lot of the time I think it's like I've always had that interesting mix where it's like I'm very feminine, but I'm very ambitious, then that's very masculine. I have a masculine side where it's just like, yeah, I was the only woman in my martial arts class for 3-4 years, right? I was the only woman, all guys except for little me. And even though it's like I'm this girl, it's like I've got that, there's a masculine side to me too. Yeah, that's a very Capricorn thing. Very, very Capricorn Aquarius thing. We have both sides in ourselves very strongly. We like to embrace the opposites. Yeah, don't mess with a goat, Krista. I was talking about that tonight. Don't mess with a goat. Capricorns have resilience like you wouldn't believe. Even if it does, we feel things, sure, we do. But boy, we have good recovery. Similar to Scorpio, we have good recovery ability. Yeah, Capricorn has great recoverability. Like, we can get knocked down, we can get thrown around, we can fall off the mountain, but then we're just gonna dust it off and, get back on there. With the goats take a licking and we keep on ticking. Oh, the Cancers. Yes, well, they're our opposite. Cancer and Capricorn both have like tremendously long memories, and that can be a good thing, and it's the blessing and the curse, right? It's like, I would say that those are the only two things the only thing that can hold back a Capricorn and a Cancer is that they have a long memory for their wounds, right? There's that saying about Capricorns holding a grudge like no tomorrow, and we kind of can. We kind of can, because I'll tell you, if you really screw a goat over, like if you really screw us over, no matter how much loyal, no matter how much, eventually we will walk and we will never look back. Never. You will think we joined witness protection. That's how bad it is. Like, that's how I am. I've got people in my life like that where like if they really pushed it too far, it's like, and I would tell them, they had warnings. And I would tell them, you keep pushing, and there's going to be a day where you don't get another chance. And they wouldn't believe it, because I was very long suffering. But eventually that day came, And they never saw me again. No calls, no nothing. It was like I disappeared. Yeah, once a Capricorn's done, they're done. But you have to push them hard because we do have a long fuse. We have a long fuse. We will forgive. We will, you know, certain things. But the big things, not so much. Like, that we have... there is a line you must not cross with Capricorn. Basically, we just don't have time for nonsense. We don't have time for dumbass. We don't have time for that. We can fix dumb. We can't fix stupid. If all you need is a little educating, Capricorn's all down for that. We're like, yeah, we can teach you. We'll teach you. But if you're just plain willfully ignorant, forget it. Bye. Done. You go be stupid. You have fun with that. Life is hard, but life is harder when you're dumb. No, we don't like wasting our energy. Even with duct tape, I like that light seeker. Yeah, you might be hold it together for a little while with the duct tape, but eventually even that one, that one. Oh my goodness. I saw a meme the other day that said even after the pandemic is over, there's still some of y'all I want to stay away from me. I was like, yeah. Check out, there's a song by the Austin Lounge Lizards called Life is Hard, but Life is Harder When You're Dumb. And that's a great song. Yep, it is. I think it can be hard when you're smart, though. I think super smart, like super intellectual people have a hard time, too. They do. I think for people that are super intellectual, it's kind of hard on the level of being super sensitive or intuitive. It's like you just pick up on things that most people can't comprehend or understand readily, so it just makes you feel very lonely. I think that's true. Most of the time, I don't feel like I'm like super smart. A lot of times I don't, and people are always like, "You're so smart." And I'm like, a lot of times I don't feel that way because I don't feel like academically like super smart. Like I'm good at the things that I like. Like I love astrology, I love tarot, so you know, I feel pretty good at those. But a lot of times I don't see myself as being super intelligent, and then people are like, "You're so smart." I'm like, "What? I guess enough to fool them." As long as they believe it, right? Oh my goodness. I want to make a duct tape wall so stick them to the wall. That's a very good that's a good point. Take care, all my brain needs to rest. Damn migraine. Oh, I'm sorry, Ian. I'm sorry. Rub your feet. Rub your feet if you can. If you can get a hold of your feet. I know I'm showing you the bottom of my dirty shoe. But if you can rub the soles of your feet, just press on them. You don't have to be any expert on it. But like hitting those reflexology points, get a little olive oil or whatever, you know, just to kind of work on your feet. It will help. It really helps the headache a lot. Yeah, that's good, Dragon Emperor. What's that saying about it's better to keep your mouth shut and have people think you're a fool than to open it and remove all doubt? I'm like, I'm going to just shut up about that. If I don't know something about something, I just keep my mouth shut. I'm like, I don't know anything about that. My mom often kind of like, she'll ask me questions all the time about all these different things. And sometimes I'm like, Mom, I'm not a doctor. Mom, I'm not a mechanic. Mom. She's like, but you know things. Like, I know how to use the internet. That's how I know things. I know how to use the internet. I know how to read things. Yes, binary beats for migraine relief. Yeah, look that up, Ian. Migraine or headache relief sound therapy. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, exactly, Gwen. Know enough to be dangerous. That's it. I love that saying, walk softly and carry a big stick. I do carry a big stick. That's the funny thing about that. Actually, I have my stick right over here. Yeah, I actually have a couple of them. But this is a nice one. This is my practice stick for Aikido. This is my Joe, the hickory wood stick. And it's very, very nice. It's very, yeah. So if I go walking by myself, I always have one of these. Yeah. Or I carry a bokken because I also did sword work in my classes. And if all else fails, I have a nice set of swords. I do. This is my it's a little tight. This is my wakizashi. My favorite. This is my favorite length. I prefer this over the full katana because it's a shorter sword, shorter blade, and for me it's a little easier to navigate because I have small hands. I do. I have very small hands, so I really like this guy. This is a good one. So yeah. No, come the zombie apocalypse, I'll be your girl. I'll be your Michonne. Yeah. I love Aikido. Aikido is great. It's a Japanese martial art that was actually adapted from the samurai, from, armed and armored combat in groups and with swords and staves. And so it's a hand-to-hand art that's been adapted from that, but they also do practice with the sword and with the staff because it really reinforces those motions. And so, no, I know how to use this. I know how to use these guys. So I love them. I do. It's one of my favorite sword forms, sword fighting forms. But the dragon, I think really, it's funny because like my parents could never figure out where my interest in stuff like this, that's what I'm talking about, like the masculine side, right? Like where did that interest come from? They're like, we have no idea. Like, it's like, I want a sword fight. But the dragon, Bruce Lee was a dragon. He was born in a dragon year. He was a Sagittarius dragon, so he was super fiery. Very fiery dragon guy. Oh yeah, me with one of those big plate armor deals. I don't know about that. One of the best moves that I like is to hit someone with just this, like just get them with that. You don't even have to pull the sword, just hit them with the handle. That's all you gotta do. Can't say I've ever had to like fend off a human being with that, but it definitely works on like coyotes and dogs. Like if they get too close, you don't even have to smack them or anything. Just put it down in front of you if they're running up to you, and they'll just hit their head on it, and it'll pop them, and they'll back off. I've had that happen a few times. Ask me that before. I've had people ask me that before. Why do you carry a stick when you're walking, or why do you do that? I said, well, if you were gonna harass or attack somebody, who would you pick? The person with the stick or the person without the stick? I'm just saying. I'd probably go for the person without the stick, but that's just me. So I say that it's good to... I miss Aikido. I used to go 3 times a week for hours at a time. I still dream about it. I love sword work. I love martial arts because to me, Aikido is one of those things like that's some martial arts people will laugh at that because they're like, oh, that's one of the sissy arts, or that's one of the, because it is considered to be more about harmony, right? It's more about, it literally means, what is it? Aikido, a spirit way, right? It's a more sensitive practice, and it's really not about like overpowering people with your size, that's the thing. And that's why it's a great art for women. It's a great art for guys that are smaller, like in stature, because it's about leverage and it's about intention and your energy. It's harmony spirit way, right? That's what it is. It's harmony of the spirit, right? And so it's, if you've seen, I mean, it's so funny going back to The Walking Dead, but there's that whole thing like with Morgan when he starts studying Aikido. Oh my gosh, that was one of the best parts. And so no, it is. It's not about like hurting someone, right? It's not about that. It's about redirecting their energy so that it doesn't hurt them or you, right? So that they're not a danger to you or others or themselves. It's really what it's about. At the end of the day, that's kind of more the deeper philosophy behind it. So it is definitely considered one of the more peaceful martial arts. Yeah, it's one of the more peaceful arts. It's great. I love it. It's super, super fun. But I tell you what, if you get smacked with this stick, trust me, I've been smacked with a stick in my classes. It hurts a lot. Even just a little smack like on a joint. Woo! Woo! That puts you in a little world of pain for a little bit. Oh, no doubt. It's incredible how effective that is. Yeah, they do. They totally do. Yeah. No, it's not so much about the medium, it's about where it lands. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, but I recommend it to anyone. Oh yeah. No, it's yeah, no, it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. Keeps your mind sharp. It helps your skills of observation, and that's what a lot of Aikido is about too, is sensing other people's energy so that you can avoid a conflict before it even occurs. That's the way it is. Like, I mean, let's face it, if you're really observing and you're paying attention to what's going around you, you can probably avoid a conflict before it starts. It's that shootout at the OK Corral. It's like, who's gonna draw first? You know, it's like watching somebody. Who's gonna move first? All right. And when you really start to tuning into that, there's a lot of practices like that where it's like you know, really paying attention to the person you're working with to see like what they're doing, what's their intention. That has a lot to do with it. So yeah, it's about stopping a fight, not keeping one going. As my teacher always said, he's like, don't hit somebody with your hand. Hit them with the floor. Your floor doesn't get tired. The wall doesn't get tired. It's sort of that you know, idea of if somebody's racing towards you with a fist, why not just step to the side and let them hit the wall? Why even, you don't even have to do anything. Let them just hit the wall. They'll just keep going because they got the momentum. They're going forward. All you gotta do is get out of the way. Maybe redirect them a little bit. That's it. So I love it. So yes, that's my dragon side, is my martial arts side, where that came from, I think. All right, guys, I could talk with y'all all night. Betty's back in the dough would hardcore wrestle and beat each other with pan steel chairs. we never had a complete like hoedown brawl like that. Now that would be funny. That would be funny. My bunny Petey is thumping his foot. He's thumping. He's impatient. He wants me to pick him up. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. Thank you so much again for the birthday wishes and gifts and all of your awesomeness. Yeah, birthday snuggles. He is my little buddy. He's my little brown bunny with a little cottontail. He's a buddy. All right, y'all. I'm going to go eat. Have a great night. And I'll be seeing y'all around very, very soon. So lots of dragon kisses, lots of dragon hugs, and have a wonderful evening, y'all. Take care. See you later.